The first time most people heard of Sarah Everard was when her image was splashed across posters around South London. In the fraught days after her disappearance, those close to Sarah frantically searched for the beloved friend, a sister, a daughter, and a colleague who went missing on March the 3rd, 2021. And we all know what happened next. The 33-year-old died at the hands of a merciless killer who was jailed for life on September the 30th last year. In the months that followed her death, Sarah's face became an emblem for change, a catalyst in the fight against male violence. But Sarah herself, a woman who was terrible at karaoke, a shoulder to cry on, and an avid traveller, sometimes gets lost in the noise. Today, more than ever, we wanted to remember Sarah. Sarah Everard grew up in York, where she attended Fulford School, a local comprehensive secondary. Her former headmaster, Steve Lewis, called her a popular and well-liked member of our community, a lovely, bright, intelligent girl who shone within the school. Sarah then went on to study human geography at Durham University from 2005 to 2008. She later moved to London to work as an account manager. She had an adventurous spirit and travelled South America for 7 months in 2013. When she got back to London, she worked at several marketing and PR agencies in London, choosing the popular South London area of Brixton as her home. Setting off from a friend's house on March the 3rd, Sarah didn't know the world would soon know her name. She did all the things women are told to do to guarantee their safety, walking down well-lit streets, calling her boyfriend on the way home, and wearing a brightly coloured jacket. She travelled from Clapham to her flat in Brixton, awaited by unfinished sewing projects, drying laundry, and packages to return. Life in London was good for Sarah. She had just bounced back after a breakup and started seeing someone new, a marketing director, Josh Louth. In March, she was already making plans for a summer trip to Ibiza with Josh and 4 other friends. In the longer term, Sarah's sister Katie said she was excited for the shared milestones that stood ahead. Katie said in court, "There were so many things I wanted to share with her. Trips abroad, being each other's bridesmaids, meeting her babies and being an auntie, growing old together and seeing who got the most wrinkles." Sarah wasn't the silent, smiling figure splashed across newspapers. A friend recalls her sarcasm, opinions, and depth. They recounted how we could trust her to fight the good fight. Like most mums, Sue Everard saw Sarah as the apple of her eye. The baby of the family, Sue remembers her daughter as caring and funny, her parents' precious little girl. The family looked forward to the years ahead, when Sarah hoped to be married and have children. Sue remembers her daughter as a beautiful dancer. Her friends remember her as dreadful at karaoke, but brilliant at everything else. Above all, friends remember her as exceptionally kind and empathetic, the kind of person you could rely on in your hour of need. Her university friend Rose Woolard told the Brixton blog that Sarah would drop everything to support anyone who needed her. Another friend said Sarah was open, honest, unflinching in her ability to listen and empathise. There are some people you know for a relatively short time, but whom you instantly strike up a close bond with due to your similarities. Sarah was one of these people. We laughed, we cried, we talked about the future. She should be here.